Thank the gentleman.
Go right ahead.
My concern is on the implementation of the dairy program. I had a discussion with the Secretary last week, so I'm a little unclear about exactly what the situation is, but I'm concerned that this thing is going to not get rolled out quick enough, and we're going to have a problem getting people to understand this. Talking to dairy farmers in my area, especially the smaller ones, they have no idea that we've done anything. They have no idea that this margin insurance exists. You know, they're not used to going into the FSA office. A lot of them aren't in the program, you know. And I just think that if we need to, you know, the rates are in the statute. So you don't have to, you know, there's no rulemaking or anything. The rates are in the statute in terms of what the insurance costs per, you know, for the different size producers. I guess the issue is determining what the base is and determining what new producers, you know, are, and so forth and so on. But I don't think that's going to affect, you know, the decision making. I just think that you need to get your FSA people up to speed on this, because in talking to them, they don't know anything about this. You know, and this, I just think you need to get this out to the dairy farmers that this new margin insurance program exists, that these are what the rates are, that they need to start thinking about this, because I'm just worried that we're going to get a very poor enrollment from what I'm hearing out there. And especially because we have some of the best prices we've ever had, and people are going to think, well, what the heck, you know, I don't, you know, I don't need any insurance because I got $20-some milk. But you all, you know, everybody knows that high prices bring low prices, and you know, it's going to be a problem. So I just think you need to get your FSA people up to speed as soon as you can. You need to get something out to the dairy farmers that this is coming. You know, and you need to do it now instead of in September, I believe. So I don't know what your time frame is, but
we take the education and outreach for all of these programs very seriously, and I understand your concerns. The committee that is working on the dairy program will be in Washington next week. We are going to finalize that program as quickly as we can. And as soon as we finalize it and we have the educational tools from the universities, we will do all the outreach that we possibly can to the industry, working with the industry, working with cooperative extension, working with our farm service agencies in the 2,100 offices around the United States. But, Congressman, we take our responsibility for the education and outreach very seriously, and we're going to do everything that we can to reach as many of those producers as we possibly can as soon as we can.
So from what I understand, you're kind of holding things up until you figure out the answers on the base and the new producers and so forth. You're wanting to have everything done before you roll this out. Is that what I understand?
Yeah, we would like to have it completed before we roll everything out and answer as many of the questions as we possibly can to eliminate any of the confusion that may exist if we roll it out piecemeal.
Well, I just don't agree that there's going to be confusion, because, you know, the decision that people are going to make is not going to be, in most cases, based on what their base is. That's going to be pretty obvious. You know, 2011, 12, or 13 is going to be pretty obvious what's going to be the best situation. So that very few people are going to be affected by the new producer stuff and having sold the dairy and so forth. So you're holding up the whole situation over things that are, I don't think, central to making this decision. And you know, the problem I'm picking up out there is people have no idea that this even exists. You know, so why couldn't the FSA office or somebody send a letter to these dairy farmers saying that there's a margin insurance program coming? You know, these are the rates that are in the statute. You know, we're going to be finalizing the base issues and so forth later on, but just so they understand this is coming, because I'm really worried.
Congressman, I'll take that under consideration. I will go back and look at it and see if we can do something about getting notification out to the dairy producers, just notifying them that this is coming and the time frames.
Yeah,
I will go back and take a look at it, Congressman.
I appreciate that, and thank you, Chairman. I yield back.
Chairman yields